Hello everyone, welcome to this next interesting episode on anubhavtrainings.com. In this episode, we will discuss about creating an overview page based on the annotations on CDS views in S4HANA. So as you all know, CDS views are semantically rich data models in S4HANA, and one of the key capabilities which they offer are the annotations. We can use these annotations to expose the data out and make our UI controlled according to them. So during our S4HANA classes, we have built an end-to-end scenario using S4HANA CDS View OVP. I have received a couple of emails from many of you that Anubhav, when we use the same scenario and try to build the overview page on the WebIDE full stack, we are getting an error. So guys, this video is dedicated to the people who are facing the error on the WebID full stack while creating the CDS view annotations. So it shows also my commitment towards my batch, that even after the batch is complete, I would still be there to support you. It's not like once you come for the training and you go away, there's nobody there to help you. I will be definitely helping you throughout my YouTube channel to every one of you who have attended my training and now stuck with some major issues. Time to time basis, I will keep creating these YouTube videos which will keep you up to date and also solve all the problems which all of you are facing. So let's get started and see in the system how can we create the analytic card using our CDS view. So I will not again explain the content of the CDS view which we have created by far. We've already done that in our course, and I assume you have already attended my S4HANA training where we've done this end to end. And now it's time to go and look at the problem statement and then look at the solution for the same. So I'll switch to our WebID full stack. As you can see, it's running on the cloud platform, and we'll try to create a new overview page application using our CDS based OData. So let's create a project from template, and I will choose here the option called Fiori elements. We'll go with overview page. Next, and let's give a name for our app. I say OVP S4, and I will say ATS, title as Anubhav, and I say demo. Click on next. So here is where we can select the service. Maybe I just go back and change description to anubhavtrainings.com. That's our website for you to subscribe the courses on S4HANA. And now it's time to choose the S4HANA OData service. So we'll just go and select our S4HANA system. And let me feed in here the credentials. So after providing the credentials, showing me the list of OData services, and now it's time to provide my service name. Fantastic. Let's select this OData service, which is already exposing the annotations. Next. And now we are going to select the annotation file. And finally, we can just select the type filter and say finish. So that generates the basic template for overview page application. So the next subsequent step is to include the card. So our main purpose is to include the analytic card. And this is where many of you are facing the issue. So I'm going to right click, say new, and we'll choose a card over here. And we will go with an analytic card. And I will say next, next. And we'll choose the entity set. Let's give the name of the title of the card. Let's say anubhavtrainings.com. Anubhav demo. And I will try to click on next. And you see the next button is not enabled. The reason why it's not enabled is because system is expecting you to pass a KPI annotation path over here now. Now this is something which is very specific on the WebID full stack. When you're using WebID personal edition, this option is not there. So that's the reason many of you are unable to proceed creating an analytic card based on CDS based annotation approach. And this is where I'm here to help you. One of my students writes to me that Anubhav, I have tried checking all over CDN, all over internet on Google, and it's really frustrating. There is no help which I'm getting on this topic. So I thought let's create a YouTube video for this content so I can help you out to solve this problem. So now, as you can see, it doesn't show me any options to use, and I definitely cannot proceed further. So it's a roadblock. And I'm sure many of you are facing the same issue. So it's time to fix this issue. I'm going to close this, and we straight away jump to our CDS view. And this is where we will first go to our numeric column, the KPI which we created. And just above that, we are going to introduce a new UI annotation called KPI. So let's put here UI.KPI annotation. And it's time to include the KPI annotation over here. And what is most importantly to pass in this is the presentation variant. So let's put detail, comma, curly braces, and now here pass the default presentation variant qualifier. And I'm going to name it as Anubhav. That's my name. I'm going to save this. And now it's time to also define this default presentation variant qualifier on the top. Let's go straight away on the top of the CDS view. Don't worry, all this source code will be updated in your respective accounts, the respective training blocks which we have given it to you. So you can just go ahead and download this source code from there. So I can say UI presentation variant now we have to provide here. And of course, the same qualifier which I provided should be given here for linking purpose. And that's what we include. And finally, it's time to add what is that based on which I want to group by my result and what is my final result should look like. So just add group by, and we want to group by our result based on the dimension which we have picked up, so-called the error category. That's our dimension. We add that over here. And then the last thing is we need to just do visualization. That's what is important element for a KPI. And then we say, what is the element which is used for visualization is the measure. So measure is here is a total issue. Let's put that, save this, and we are done. We have enhanced our CDS view with the new annotations to support or to be supported by WebIDE full stack. Time to go back to the WebIDE full stack and repeat the same step of adding a card. So I say new, police add a card, analytic card, next, next. And now once again choose entity set, which is the only one. And I will say anubhavtrainings.com demo KPI card. And now you see system is so smart that it has picked up and identified your KPI annotation. So this was a mandatory property which it was asking last time, was not able to proceed, and now it's time that it has picked up automatically. Say next, and finally save finish. So that's it. System will of course generate a card for us, and you can of course go back and check the card information under the minifest.json file as usual. Just go back there, stream down, and you see the card has been generated. But still there's a small problem. The problem is with related to chart annotation, which we did not plug in right now. So when I run this, of course, it will start, but it won't show up my card and will give me a very clear error into the console saying that card annotation is not available. So let's explore that. I'm going to go back and we will run this application. So it's just authenticating me, connecting to the WebIDE full stack execution engine for HTML5 runtime. And of course, I got my tile. So I click on the tile, and now it's going to connect to our system. It's going to launch that tile. So it's just loading all the libraries which are available. And as you can see, it's not loading any card. So let's investigate what went wrong. So press F12 and go to console. And it will be very apparent for us to see here there's a problem with set height of undefined. And also just above that, you see chart annotation is mandatory and identification annotation is also mandatory. So that's these two reasons why my analytic card did not show me up. So now it's very, very apparent. So we can go back and include the chart annotation here. So I'm just going to make a copy of this line, make it a little bit zoom in, so you can see what we are doing exactly. So here it has to be chart annotation, and then we have also the another annotation which it is looking forward for. Let's go and check that. What was it? I think it was the identification annotation. So let's also add identification annotation, and now UI vocabulary identification annotation and chart annotation. We got to add them, both of them over here. That's extremely important. And it should be just chart. And here it should be just identification. Save this up. It's time to come back and just refresh our app one more time. So it's always the console, which is very, very helpful. It acts as a best friend for us in case of OVP. The issues are very, very apparent and you can always fix them up. And there you go. You can see system is now showcasing us the complete information and also this beautiful KPI showcasing the total number of issues on the top. There are 7,000 issues in the IDOC scenario and it's just also totaling up all of them. That's really beautiful, as you can see on your screen. So that's the solution of the problem which you guys were facing with respect to the KPI tile into the WebIDE full stack. So with that, it's a wrap on today's class. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you think this video helped you, please feel free to hit the thumbs up button. Do let me know what else problems are you facing in overview pages in your company, in your project, and do let me know in the comment box below, and I will be happy to help you out to come out and meet your goals. With that, Anubhav signing out. Thank you so much. See you in the next video. Goodbye.